Hello guys, welcome back to Cassette Confessions. Today we're looking at a bit of an oddity. Not the oddity you expected, actually. It is actually a documentary video. It is. Mega Machines, Awesome Army Vehicles from 1995. I think to close off 1995, I'll probably just choose this one actually. It's one of the last VHSs to be released by the video collection, of course, at the time. And continuing off from the previous one, so it's a bit of a yin-yang sequel type stuff really. But this is a documentary series well, exclusively to video that were just released through 1995, actually focused on, well, mainly focused on like everyday sort of like emergency vehicles and sort of like construction and everything else really. There's only 4 they were ever released. So new fire engines, construction vehicles, police and army military/military vehicles, and this is the one I've got. My dad got this actually. I don't know whereabouts he got it from, but it was just there really. I was quite fascinated by it. You know, picture of a very striking tank on the back. All I can remember from that was just some guy sticking his head out from the cockpit, the driver's seat of the cockpit or within the tank, which I thought was pretty interesting. And it's just basically just talking about like how the army use it very much to its advantage. Of course, you've probably seen many documentaries here and there before. I would probably think this is more aimed for children, really. I think, but I think it doesn't really gain. It's rated E exempt, so. But even though it's more I don't know if it's more care for children. I mean, they released it actually in the early 2000s. These ones, and they probably submitted them on like a. What do you call it, like a sub-label, if you know what I mean, and I think they were more guaranteed towards children, into the more children's market at the time in the early 2000s. So part of a wave of getting more again, like some recent properties from the 90s and reinstating them on DVD via the same company, well, sort of the same company. So yeah, this was actually the narration was done by a guy called John Leslie, who was actually a TV presenter who worked on Wheel of Fortune. He was a Blue Peter presenter, and he worked on This Morning in the late 90s, I think, briefly. But I think more recently, I did some research, had a little bit of research about him, and apparently he was actually involved in some sexual allegations. So that is quite shocking. That's quite surprising. That is. I was like, okay, all right, oh my god. So this is only sort of one time that some, you know, like some person from childhood you sort of remember is involved in sexual allegations. So I think this is the only one time that it's only ever be brought up in the series, and very much. So yeah, basically it's just here for, you know, just for namesake, really, just because I remember from childhood, and it's just there really. I mean, it's just to do with tanks really. To be honest, it's a documentary one that I had. Documentary that's, you know, just show you about how a tank works, how it's operated, how the men use it for serious things really, but. That's it. That is it, really. I'm sorry if it's brief, but to be honest, I do own it, of course. I still have the VHS, but I never actually. And I've seen brief bits, of course, just to get myself memorised of how it was like. You know, of course. I might have seen it once, but that was years ago, many years ago. So fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. I don't know really. It's a bit shocking because, you know, with the narrator, of course. I don't want to dwell too much on this VHS, really, because of its stuff, really. Apparently, he's actually meant to be doing a trial. I think already gone past, actually, I think, or maybe it's now, I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, that's just brief. That is just a little brief thing, really. I'll be talking about Mega Machines. Oh, speaking of that, there's an advert at the beginning, of course, but it was actually, I think people probably know what I mean of this promo. The tagline, "Get Real," and that interesting techno music, which is actually pretty catchy, if you know what I mean. It's cheap stuff. The promo was included on children's preschool favourites from 1995. Some people will probably remember this one. Some of my subscribers will actually know who will have owned it. Chances are you'll be commenting down below and saying, I do remember that I sort of vaguely remember that promo, but it was at the end. It was tagged on at the end, really, which was quite strange, really. Like, you never see that on VHSs like that. Really, even though it was a totally different thing. It was a documentary series that was being promoted at the very end of the VHS, and it was like a bit strange, really. But yeah. So I was quite just well. bit different, really. You know, a bit of a, just one of those things, I think. I've nothing else to say really about this, but there you go. You've learned a little bit of trivia. It was included on promo of children's compilation. The narrator is sort of not well liked in a way these days, of course, even past his prior his television career and stuff like, well, after his television career, to be honest, and has some interest in techno music, of course, and it was released to cater for children. So yeah, thank you for watching. As always, see you for the next video, and goodbye.